Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. Happy Tuesday, one and all. Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. Happy Tuesday, one and all. Just Smith, how are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
Yes, I'm good, mate. Athens in the corner.
Oh, hello, I'm in the corner.
Great to see you. Coming up on the show, we've got a massive match in the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup. Poultry versus poultry.
Oh, is duck poultry?
Would you think so?
I guess so.
Guessed it. I thought chickens were just ducks who can't swim.
Very good point.
So we've got jerk chicken against crispy duck. Whoa!
When does poultry become game? Because a pheasant would be a game bird. No, not game like fair game. As in, like, if you have like a pheasant or a
Pheasant plucker's son.
That would be a game bird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you know how I know that?
Why?
Because I had a can of soup the other day, Baxter's. Guess what the flavour was? It had 3 different types of bird of the bush in it.
It's not going to be game, is it?
It's got the word game in it.
What?
Royal game.
Oof.
How good's that?
That is good.
I've never seen it before, and I thought I have to try something called Royal game.
Joe, you've been away.
I've been away, yes.
Athens.
One of the great cities.
I believe it is the oldest capital city on planet Earth.
It might be true. What I do know is that the place where we stayed, called Plaka, which is at the very foothill of the Acropolis.
Why, is it all on a big hill?
No, it's not all on a big hill, but there are like a few sort of outcrops in the city. And one of the outcrops is the Acropolis, your Parthenon.
Yeah.
Plaka, which is just at the very foothills of the Acropolis.
Nice.
I like saying that because it adds culture, it adds depth. Yeah. Is one of the longest continually habited areas on planet Earth.
Nice.
People have lived there for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah, fucking hell. Could you feel it when you were there?
You could.
History.
It's like, it's got a similarity to Rome in that you'll go around a corner and you go, pile of history there. Just like some kind of blocks of just ancient
I felt
wisdom.
that with Paris as well.
Right.
I'd turn the corner and you just see the most incredible building you've ever seen in your life, and no one's really asked.
Yeah, it's like that. Athens has got a bit of that to it. Maybe not quite as much as Rome, because I think Rome's slightly better preserved. But one great thing about Athens is all of the buildings are very small. There's no high-rise. I think nothing's allowed to be taller than the Acropolis. I don't know if that's
like
exactly
Alton Towers, isn't it?
What's that got to do then?
No roller coasters could be higher than the trees in the forest, Alton Towers.
Is that true?
Yeah, I got really into roller coaster TikTok at one point.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fascinating place. They've got their own podcast.
Have they?
They talk about how excited they are for Blackpool to open and stuff. Anyway, back to Athens.
Yeah, so it's got that, and Edinburgh's the same. Nothing could be taller than the castle, I believe.
Is that true?
I think so.
That is on a hill.
Yeah, so it gives you the benefit of the day. But it's amazing. It's fantastic. You really like it.
Airbnb vibes or hotel?
Airbnb vibes for this one. View of the Acropolis, yes please, from the balcony. Sorry, I did a little Elon Musk piece there, didn't I, by accident?
Yes.
That was very different though, because I was pointing to something.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic Airbnb, lovely, lovable host.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he let us in to the Airbnb. Little wet patch on the trousers, which is nice. It endears you to someone, doesn't it? Because you know he's a man of the people. Hello?
Is he what? He's got a wet patch.
Just a little wet patch. You know when you shake and bake, but you actually shake and wake.
And you shook that man's hand.
I didn't shake his.
You did. You said you shook his hand on the way in.
I shook his hand on the way in. Didn't think about that. Great.
Dirty bastard.
So he had a little wet patch on the trousers. Love that. Showed us around. Brilliant. See you later. Thank you. He sent us a list of here's like the best breakfast place. Here's where to go for lunch.
What's a Greek breakfast? Yogurt.
Oh my God.
Greek yogurt.
Do they like yogurt? Just a dairy so nice they named it Grice. Greek.
Yeah.
Greek yogurt is so thick over there, by the way.
Is it?
But you can roll it into a ball.
What are they doing over there? What are the cows saying?
The cows, it's almost impossible to get the yogurt out. It's that thick of the cow. You have to pull it. You have to wrap it around a pencil and do it like you're getting string out of a silkworm. Oof. That's how thick the milk is in Greece. But he sent us a massive list of like museums, breakfast places, dinner places, nightclubs, bars, like 30 places. Amazing. And then he leaves. Go in for a toilet. Toilet doesn't flush. Fine.
Wow, that's a big...
We'll sort it. It'll be all right.
You don't just leave it there, do you?
Well, no, I text him. Hello, just struggling with the toilet flush. Can't really get it to work. It's a weird system. So, like on the top of the toilet, there's just a sort of square flap that sort of like tilts back and forward. It's not a handle. It's like a flap of plastic.
Whoa.
So I was pressing it and nothing was happening. Pressed it backwards, nothing's happening. So we text him. We'll go out. By the time we get back, he'll have probably come in and fixed it. Go out, have a walk around the local area.
Nice. Get your bearings.
Get my bearings. Get our bearings,
Yeah.
Lizzie and I. And then we got back and he's still not been. So I texted him saying, what time are you thinking? Get in here.
Yeah.
Don't want to be pushy, but...
Of
you know.
course, you might need another one. Then you've got double the trouble.
Well, then that's where problems started.
Oh, God.
I had to do a poo.
Oh.
And as I'm doing a poo, roughly around that time, he texts me saying, it'll be about 20 minutes. So I've just laid down
The law.
the flight poo.
Yes.
You know, when you've been on a flight for 4 hours,
Yeah.
you woke up at 3:45 a.m., it's hell in a cell down there.
You're also, though, letting him know that you're in charge.
It's a real power play.
Because you're essentially, the first thing you've done is hoarding back to flush your poo down the toilet.
Yeah, mate, get in here and get that mess out of my fucking sight is essentially what my messages led to. What I did instead, and this is a very good tip, and I say this all the time, the toilet is like the lungs.
Yeah, what? Full of shit? What do you mean?
No, not full of shit. Although that can happen at birth at times. Did you know that? Babies can be born with shit in their lungs. That's quite common. No, that is actually very common. They're just a physical system. There's not any like trickery going on there. There's no. All it is the lungs want to expand, and the oxygen comes in, and then it gets pushed back out. Like the heart is the same. That's why you can do CPR on someone, and it's basically the same as having a heart. Because all you have to do is compress the heart, and then when it refills, it sucks blood in and pushes it out.
So did he come?
So what I realised is if you just pour water into a toilet, that simulates flushing. It's the same thing. All that a flush does is put enough water in the toilet that it pushes everything round.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Exactly. That's why they're like a lung or a heart. Took a while, but I got there. So I just poured enough water down the toilet that the poopy went away.
Nice, boys.
There's another hack. If you put cling film over the toilet
Yeah.
and a bit of water, cling film, and go like that on the cling film, that's a plunger.
There you go.
I need a little bit more, I think.
Yeah.
That helps dislodge because the plunger is about suction.
Yeah.
So by putting cling film over the top, creating
Creates
a
a
vacuum, and
So what's the little bit of water on top I'd add in?
That's a good point.
I don't
Weigh
know.
it down maybe? Stop any seal off the thing?
This is surely that's going to just fucking splash you in your face.
I don't have enough information on the matter.
Fair.
So have you done this?
No,
Who told you about this?
I saw it in a report.
A
great
report?
report of cling
What reports do you read? The Leveson inquiry? You haven't read a report in your life. What are you on about?
I read that. I read about that.
Yeah,
In a
whatever.
in a report.
Report.
Yeah, it was
talking
the
about.
Wicks Howden's Great Report of 2021, where they talked about the veracity of a toilet plunger.
Did the guy come?
He came.
Oh, God.
And do you know what he did? It took him 2 hours on a moped. Cool. On the other side of Athens. I'm really sorry. It's taken me a long time. He took the lid off, and went, and this is, honestly, he walked in, lid off, and just did this.
Oh.
Fixed.
Yeah, but he could have fucking. But he could have also, and I'm not being funny here, he could have just FaceTimed you that.
He could.
FaceTime, right, something's up.
No, he could
Flick
have.
that switch.
So we felt really bad. So we said we'd get him a bottle of wine as a thank you.
Nice.
Forgot. Didn't get him that. But it's a beautiful city, Jeff.
Really, yeah.
It's a beautiful
So
city.
do talk me through the breakfast. I'm intrigued.
Of course. So it was one of them where we often would get out for sort of 10, 11. Do you know when you're on holiday?
Late
mode?
that?
It's late, isn't it? But
You're
with the,
getting out for
with
10
the
or
time
11?
difference, that's 9 a.m. UK.
Okay,
So
I'm with you.
No, UK. So we'd go out and we'd tuck straight into a souvlaki, a shawarma, something of this nature.
Straight away.
Yeah. The first night we got there in the afternoon, went out for dinner. Amazing dinner. Amazing. Like.
And did you
stuffed
know where to
peppers,
go because of the guy, or did you?
Timeout.com.
It's all right that.
I'm done with TripAdvisor.
Yeah, TripAdvisor's full of
I'm
shite.
done with it. It's false. It's fake.
Yeah.
You need reviews from a person you trust, not from the masses. And I know the thing that really got me onto this, me and Lizzie went to Vietnam, we were looking, best place on TripAdvisor, where should we go? We can't be asked with like faffing around, let's just pick somewhere. 8,000 reviews, 5 stars, 4.8 stars, whatever it was. Must be amazing. The worst meal we had. But do you know why it was so good on TripAdvisor? Because when they give you the bill, they make you review it in front of them or it gets really weird.
No.
Let's do a review. Oh yeah, we will do. Do it now. Oh, it's okay. There's the link. Scan the QR code. Goes to the Google thing. Oh, we'll do it when we leave. Let's see it. So it was like that.
I'm going to play a game. I'm going to get the top 5 restaurants and see. In fact, top 5 restaurants in Manchester. You carry on and see if we can do the game there.
Okay. So the first night we went to this amazing place, stuffed peppers. I had this chicken roulade thing with these unbelievable potatoes that were kind of like boiled roasted in chicken fat juice.
Oh,
one of the best tasting potatoes I've ever had in my life. Then we went back. Lizzie was tired. I was hungry. So I went to a local shawarma place. Now the problem was, when I got there, it was completely empty, and behind me was a group of 25 tourists that all came at the same time.
What?
I ordered the pork souvlaki, which is like pork on skewers, and it arrived in about 25 seconds.
Brilliant.
But that worried me. One of the skewers was bright pink, and I'd already eaten 2/3 of it by the time I noticed. Because the first sort of nodule went straight into the mouth. The second one, as I'm chewing it, I noticed it wasn't quite right. It was like pink and squidgy in the middle.
Yeah.
So I was absolutely shitting myself, worried whether I should make myself be sick.
Did you?
I was panicking. I rang my dad.
What did your dad say?
He was like, you might be fine. The amount of times I've Googled whether you can eat pork medium rare, and apparently you can.
I guess it's a grey area, isn't it? Or a pink
Well, I wish
area.
there was more grey areas because it was all bloody pink.
Did you feel all right? It
was fine.
Yeah,
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
If anything, that's how you prefer it now.
I can't eat anything else now.
Lots of Greek salads.
So many Greek salads. Big cube of feta on top of some chopped cucumbers. Yes, please.
As well, nice.
Absolutely.
It's your favourite kind of food, isn't it, Greek?
No, I probably wouldn't say that. No, but it's got some great stuff. The Greeks.
I thought you did like it. I thought you liked Greek food.
Well, I am a fan of cheese, but I'm lactose intolerant, so limiting certain amounts of cheese.
Yeah.
Gyros is a great treat.
Yeah, I don't feel that.
What halloumi is Cypriot.
Cool.
What tourist attractions did you do, if any?
The Parthenon.
What?
That's your big boy.
What is it?
The Parthenon is in the centre of Athens. There is a cropped hill, an outcropped hill, which has got some of the most ancient, still existing structures on Earth. It's got, the Acropolis.
No, I don't really, if I'm honest with you.
Right,
The Greeks are sort of... My main knowledge of the Greeks is when they won the Euros in 2006.
2004. And they're still selling merch about that, by the way.
Are they? Yeah.
Which is fantastic. But
funny you didn't know that, Ethan. You've got good football knowledge.
It's all right. I'll make sure the cut is correct where I say it.
So here's the Acropolis. You must recognise it off the...
Let me have a look.
Off the telly and that.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen that bad boy before.
Like the Trafford Centre?
Yeah, like the Trafford Centre, yeah. It's only 2,400 years older than the Trafford Centre, yeah. But other than that...
but there's not a Selfridges in there, is there?
No, there isn't actually. There's just a lot of restoration works going on.
Oh, yeah. Must be a lot of pressure to restore that.
You got to keep that bad boy up.
I won't want it. I won't want the pressure.
No, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's unbelievable. When you get there, you go to the top of the hill, and the first thing you see is just this absolute colossus of history. Something you've seen hundreds of times in pictures in your life, and then seeing it in person is actually quite incredible. But do you remember when we were talking about top 3 churches? And I said, whenever you go to these like historic things, there's always much of the modern structure was rebuilt after the Great Fire. Yeah. And I said that happens. Same with this.
There's a Great Fire.
Well, there's a big explosion because the Ottomans weren't handling their gunpowder very well. Let's put it that way.
Oh, fuck.
1648 or something like that.
Yeah.
There was a huge. It used to have a roof on it. It used to be all kitted out. Blew the roof off. Still looking for it.
Where's it gone?
No one knows. Probably flew all the way to Cyprus, knowing
roofs.
So there was a big explosion. But when we went to the museum that sort of explains everything to you, they are fuming about the Elgin marbles.
Are they really?
Yeah. Do you know much about the Elgin marbles?
Because we've got them, haven't we?
Yeah.
Did they ask for them back when you
They
were
didn't
there?
ask me for them back, but there was some of the eye contact was a little bit like.
When did
"Come
we
on, mate."
nick them?
Well, so it was a bloke who was the Earl of Elgin. I can't remember his name. His name isn't Elgin. He was the Earl of Elgin.
Yeah.
And he took them in like 1850 or something.
10-7.
No, the year, not the time.
Oh, right.
And he was like, we've got these marbles which are cool. A lot of them had fallen down and like they needed kind of a bit of work doing on them. He was like, we'll look after them.
Oh, so he was saying they were doing him a favour.
We'll restore them. Put these on this boat. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll restore them. We'll make sure they're originals, because who even knows? These could be from IKEA.
Yeah.
Didn't exist. And then we might bring them back, whatever. And then he took them all to England, kept them.
Did he?
And then he went, they said I could.
So it was their word against
They said I could have them.
So what's your opinion on that?
I think he probably nicked him.
No, but do you think we should give them back?
Yeah, probably.
Ethan?
They're not ours, are they?
What are you going to do with like a load of marbles?
We'll put them on display. Have them as a tourist attraction to earn money for Athens rather than for the British Museum.
Is that where the phrase "lost your marbles" comes from? Because they all went mad after it.
It very well could be.
Fucking
I don't know if it is,
smart,
but that's cool. That it probably is. Lost your marbles,
Smart.
gone mad because you're fuming. That
they were fuming.
The
They've lost
Earl of
their
Elgin's
fucking
nicked all your marbles off you. So they've got some of the marbles, but you can tell there's large sections where there's just no marble there.
Did you learn a lot about the Greek gods?
Oh.
Yeah, big time.
Talk to me. Zeus.
Well, the Greek is something we did actually learn because we did an open top bus tour, which feels a bit old womanish, but
Nah, I love a bus.
they're fantastic, aren't they?
And I do. I tell you what, it goes. Unfortunately, it goes riverboat tour first.
Yeah.
Then bus.
What riverboat tour have you done?
I've done the Thames 3 or 4 times.
Have you?
Fucking brilliant.
Unreal. I've only done the river in Bangkok.
Done Paris as well.
By river.
That was incredible.
Gorgeous.
Because it's just river, innit?
It's like the River Rother.
Yeah.
Goes through Rother.
So yeah, what you were learning about Greek gods?
So at the time, because obviously this predates Christianity, this building we were looking at is older than the Bible. Do you know what I
They've
mean?
not discovered bread or wine yet.
They hadn't, let alone loaves and fishes. One of those is just bread. But this was back when your religions were like your ancient religions. So the old Eastern religions over in Asia, they emphasised and focused on detachment from the body. Do you know what I mean? The body, listen up, the body is merely a construct by which divinity can flow through. That's not who you are.
No.
In fact, if anything, all the body is the selfish representation of the spirit. So that they focused on separation from the body. Bodily objects, don't know what that means, should be kind of eschewed in favour of spiritual enlightenment.
Okay.
So that's why
on board with that.
That's why a lot of their gods have got extra arms, have got maybe sort of animal kind of features, because we're looking at what things represent rather than the physical body.
Nice.
All a bit weird looking.
Yeah.
The Greek gods, all humans, because they believe you're yawning.
I'm yawning. I'm generally a little bit. I'm not yawning at this. It's a great story, isn't it, Ethan?
This is
Greek
ancient
gods.
Greece.
No, come on, carry on.
Whereas the Greek gods, they focused on like rationalism and kind of logic and focusing on being a human and what it is to be a human, slightly more
Did
kind
them
of.
two ever scrap?
What like Zeus and
Yeah.
Gish. I meant to say Ganesh, but I said Gish. I don't think they did. But so all the Greek gods are just humans. They've got some powers a little bit, but they all look like human beings because they're meant to be like knowledge and learning and science. So they just absolutely smashed it.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It's such a good place.
Good beer?
Good beer, yeah. We had a lovely little what was it called? Pimpo or something?
Pimpo, nice. Like there's like a lager over there.
It's all lager. It's all lager everywhere, by the way.
Lager's done so well.
Lager has smashed it, hasn't it?
Is there a place where lager isn't the number one alcohol? Like for example, you go anywhere in America, lager. Here, lager.
Yeah.
Like sales-wise.
Yeah, here we're kind of getting into this sort of IPA scene, although that's maybe a little bit 2020.
You still think,
but lager still
Carlin,
is the top
Heineken and all that still more.
Lager has absolutely blown Europe to pieces.
It has, hasn't it?
Only lager in Europe.
Done so well.
It's unbelievable.
What's the best thing you had to eat?
I had a fried seafood platter.
Ooh.
That blew me away, actually. Fried anchovies, fried calamari, fried shrimp, all on a little platter.
Nice.
Just a squeeze of lemon. and let the Mediterranean do the rest. Honestly, it was unbelievable. I had a lovely little yogurt piece the second to last night. Kofta. 4 of them. 2 breads, yogurt, tomato sauce, more sumac than you can shake a stick at. Did I wake up in the night with the worst stomach cramps of my life? Yes.
Really? But was it worth it?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Unbelievable. It's really, really good. You'd like it there.
I might go, yeah.
You should do. You should do that, I think.
Travel more. Ethan, how have you been, mate?
Oh, well, I went to Horwich.
Horwich. So that is just like Bolton way.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
It's a real retail park, basically. And
Let's not call Horwich a retail park. There's a bit going on.
Is it a town?
Horwich, you thought is nice, isn't
Horwich.
it? Horwich is just near Bolton.
Somewhere between Porridge and Norwich.
yeah, just a big retail park.
Great.
When I was on the train, I sent McGrath a message because I would have said the word shooketh.
No one said that for 3 or 4 years, but I like that you're bringing that back.
It really startled me. So there was a picture at, I think, Bolton train station.
Nice train station, by the way.
Bolton.
No. Somewhere else. No, yeah, Bolton.
Yeah.
And when I was on the train, I saw some advertisement, which I'll have to put into the podcast. Terry's Chocolate Orange have made 2 new Terry's Chocolate Oranges.
Cool.
Yeah.
But one is mint and one is just milk. So therefore...
One of them have you already tried? It's mint.
No, sorry, Drew. I meant more so as in mint flavour.
Oh, right. One's mint. One's milk.
And one is just dairy milk, like milk.
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. But yet they still maintain the orange shape.
Interesting.
And they don't taste of an orange. One should, if you want to go there, maybe create the shape of a mint leaf, or or a bottle of milk or something.
Yeah.
I bring to you this as utter woke nonsense.
Yeah, he did text me that. And this is utter woke nonsense.
Why is it?
Why? It's just a new flavour of, and I'm, for one, excited to try it because I do like a Terry's Chocolate Orange. I think it's quite incredible. I think, in fact, it's in the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup in a future draw.
Yeah, it is amazing that they've done something that no one else has done.
Because they use real orange essence.
But I mean the shape of it, the fact that it is the shape of the flavour that it is.
Yeah.
No one else is doing that. Other than, again, I'll meet you in Italy, I'll meet you in southern France, and we'll buy a lemon sorbet in a real lemon. Have you seen them?
No.
Have you not? Have you seen these, Ethan?
I can't recall.
You can buy in supermarkets in France and Italy, in a cardboard box, lemon sorbet. We all know what that is. We had some at Ethan's. But it comes inside a hollowed out real lemon skin. And that's the only other thing I can think of that food that it's the flavour of is the shape of the food.
I'm trying to think of that.
Or if you drink a pina colada of a pineapple.
That's pretty good.
That is the best, isn't it?
That is good.
That is the best, Stephen.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be up for trying these new ones then?
No, it's wrong.
It tells you though, doesn't it, the kind of the weight that the segment has, if you know what I mean. It, like, a lot of great foods come in segments. Pizza, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
All other citrus fruits, obviously, famously.
Yeah. Not all. Milk tray.
Not really segments, they're individual. Maybe like cheese twists, Kinder Bueno. All of these things that can be sort of compartmentalised in post.
Brought it back there with a Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno
cheese
really
twist.
saved
What's
me
a
there.
Cheese twist?
Like the sort of cheese pastry twist that you might get at a party.
Nice.
They'll often come sort of snappable.
A fat ice lolly, 3 different bits.
There's 3 different bits. You're right there. You're right.
Pecan, chocolate, milk, and strawberry.
Milk again, always milk. But it shows you that there's a cultural value to the segment. Because they could easily
you could name loads, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they could easily just put it in a mint shape or like just a tennis ball or whatever. But you want to be able to tap it, whack it, snack it.
Yeah, indeed. So that's the only thing you've done this week, Ethan, is be annoyed by a poster of Terry's Chocolate Oranges.
I wrote down one other thing. I sent Drew an article saying that people with ADHD are more likely to die earlier. And if you're a woman, it's 8, but luckily if you're a bloke, it's only 6.7 years.
Who did you send that to?
Joe, because he's got ADHD.
Joe McGrath.
Yeah.
That wasn't the nicest text to be reminded that I might die early. I might, man.
And also,
it's all adding up. It's all adding up.
What do you mean?
Just everything.
Yeah. How many? So let's say in your life, let's say it's neutral, and there are things that you do that add to your lifespan and things you do that reduce.
Boozing.
Reduce.
Probably the amount of butter I have in life.
Reduce.
I'm a bit
ADHD.
erratic.
Erotic?
No, not reduce.
Let's gain. You
I
left-handed?
No, right.
Oh, that's lucky. That's good. That adds time.
I've not got good eyesight when I try and see things far away.
So you're likely to get hit by some sort of vehicle.
Yeah, that's
Reduce.
true. I'm not too fond of swimming in open water.
That adds lifetime. So,
Yeah.
all you need is one more plus and you're back to neutral here. Come on.
I've just upgraded my Disney Plus.
There you go. So
Brilliant.
you've got an average lifespan, 78 years.
Yeah,
You smashed
78.
it.
I'm
Well
fine
done.
with
You're
78.
fine.
Give me 78 now.
You take that.
Spit it in my hand and I'll shake your hand.
Cut to the middle
But
camera
what
again.
about your eating habits now, Ethan? You doing all right? You were on cheese strings last week. Which is the most, by the way, he started, someone in the comments went, Ethan started by saying he's not eating processed food anymore. Then he had the most processed thing ever.
Yeah.
And ate 4 of them.
Yeah.
Well, at the start of January, I must say, like the first 2 weeks of January, I've generally felt absolutely fantastic. I never felt, I think maybe because of the food habits and stuff was really helping me. And
You've been
then
on runs?
last 2 weeks, runs, yeah. Last 2 weeks, I've probably felt some of the worst I've
But
ever been.
you've done dry January. Did that
Just
succeed?
glossing over the fact that he's told us he's feeling the worst he's ever felt.
Well, because I want to know what's changed. Did you do dry January?
Well, I got to day 25 because I said I might do Jim's birthday, and I did do Jim's birthday. So there's one drinking stay in Jan.
Poor
25
Jim
days.
in this. What have you been up to this week? Jim's birthday didn't even get a fucking mention.
I honestly just sometimes can't remember. But yeah, Jim's birthday was delightful. Went to that restaurant Zeta for a 3rd time and did spree. Got the mixed grill, started contemplating for about 15 minutes of getting something different. Then the woman came to me and I just accidentally spurted out mixed grill again.
Were you happy with it?
Oh yeah, I was, but I should have tried something different. I should have been more creative with it.
I've got a funny story, but I have to keep the restaurant names anonymous. Oh.
Sorry, I was just going to quickly say your food question. Do you know how I was ordering the sushi and stuff?
Yeah.
I had a horrible moment yesterday where the man opened the door and the man said to us, "No, this time, Ethan, I'll come to you." I was thinking, that's fucking tragic. He knows who I am now.
That's his name.
Yeah. First name terms. Doing him favours as well because he's a loyal customer.
Yeah.
A little bit rancid, that,
It's
isn't
a
it?
bit gross.
Yeah.
What was I going to say then?
Yeah, something about a restaurant, but you got to keep it.
Restaurant, keep it anonymous. My mate does a sort of recommends places to people online on social media, and he often gets a DM saying, "Would you recommend this place?" And I thought he just needed me to send him a DM with this restaurant name. She said, "Have you been here?" I sort of went, "No." I got confused. I thought I had. I said, "Yeah." So I sent him a DM so then he could screenshot it and use it in part of his social video. I got the wrong restaurant. I've never been there before. He said it was the wildest thing he's ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of food was it?
It really gives it away because it's a very specific country. Don't know, but
Yeah,
I
there's
felt
not a lot of
awful.
Alaskan restaurants
He went
in the-
fucking mad at me.
Was it really
Believe
bad?
Yeah, and I had to Google it going, I'm sure it wasn't that bad when I went. Googled it. I've never been.
You're usually the go-to guy for that as well.
Yeah. I was a Binman this week.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Beep, beep, back here. Back here. Back here, dick leg.
Is that Becky coming towards you?
No.
The-
Wow.
the vegetables?
Oh! Becky! The very slim and petite other half of me who's not
Well,
overweight like myself.
Other half is a bit of an insult to her, isn't it?
Quarter.
Other tenth.
I'll show her that.
Ethan, apologise.
No.
I was with 3 people in the wagon. I got to
What
drive in the
happened?
wagon.
This? Why was this happening?
So for the new breakfast show,
Which starts as it starts by the
3rd of
time this
Feb.
episode comes out.
Yeah, 2 days in, give it a listen. The BBC boss was like, "Will you tone Sloppy Joes down a little bit?" I said, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah.
With some of our dick references, and
Yeah, we have done.
probably won't talk about wanking as much. I've just said it then. Anyway, so to get me ready early in the morning, I've been milking cows last week's episode,
Oh.
and I've been not your mum. And I've been...
That's 1-1.
And I've been getting up at 4 a.m. to do the bins for Oldham Council. Kind of felt like a fucking...
It sounds like fucking... What's it called? Public service. What's it called when you go into prison?
I didn't get the insurance through in time to actually touch a bin.
What are you doing? Walking behind a bin like someone at a funeral.
I had the picture of me now. I love the outfit, by the way.
Yeah, the outfit. Great. You do look good in the outfit.
Like a sort of, for those audio listeners, I had like a big orange sort of striped outfit on, with the leggings and the legs, trousers, whatever, all matched. I was in a...
legs!
Trousers.
Is that what you call it? Oh, I ain't got any clean arms. Do you mean T-shirts? Yeah.
I was in a wagon with Dick Leg, Damien and Bin Diesel. They wouldn't go by any other names. And I said to Dick Leg, you're going to have to change your name.
What are you going to call him on the radio?
Well, he told me his real name was Wayne, so we'll call him Wayne. But he was known as Dick Leg.
Why is he called Dick Leg?
He had a tattoo of a dick on his leg.
Brilliant, of course.
Damien was just Damien, Bin Diesel, because he was big man, big
jacked.
Guy, jacked. In a day, let me tell you this, right? Bin men for 4 days a week, fucking graft. I did an hour with them. I was done.
I thought you couldn't even touch a bin.
Running about with them. I ran. I was like gearing them up a bit, going, "You're doing really well, Wayne." Dick Leg. So I was running about with them, knackered. Mate, what they do is incredible. They'll do 30,000 steps a day.
Wow.
A day, and they're just grabbing these bins, pushing it from the places to obviously the side to the bin thing,
from the curb
throwing
to the bin.
it up and all that. And then certain houses are assisted, which means they've got insurance to go onto the garden, grab it, pull it to the bin, throw it in. It's just non-stop until that bin is full. It compresses, it keeps compressing. That's the thing that's happening there. They go back, they unload it, and they have to do it again.
Wow.
8 hours a day, just running every single street. It's like a human version of Pac-Man. Do you know when you go down the different alleys and make sure you've got all the different
being
coins?
Chased by dogs?
Yeah, the ghosts. And sometimes you eat a lemon and then they start flashing.
Well, I was thinking that. What do they do if, let's say someone's put a child's bike next to the bin? It works. It's just sort of extra to the people's needs. Are they allowed to take that home?
I didn't ask that because we were on glass bin day on Wednesday.
What about a fully kitted out chandelier?
Oh, that's going in the bin, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Just everything's just crushed and compacted.
Yeah.
And just a bit of just sand comes out the bottom.
They were the. If you did that 4 days a week, all of them were fit as a fiddle.
Yeah.
And that could be the bin men diet.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they work 4 days a week and have 3 days off.
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it? What kind of bunts are we talking?
I don't know. Google that for us, Ethan. Average.
I think it's quite a good welly.
I hope so.
Get a welly with it as well.
Because also you got it lucky on the weather. Imagine when it's chucking it down.
Slip. They're talking about when it was -3 the other day.
Can you imagine?
And that bin lorry. My God, I don't know the skills that they've got getting that bin lorry down really tight streets. It's fucking.
Well, my road, you know, my road is quite narrow.
Yeah.
Cobbled kind of street.
Do they ever have meetings about the cobbled streets near you?
What do you mean?
Should we just fucking
Well,
grow up?
I think what?
Should we just grow up and just put...
What do you mean grow up? It's beautiful.
Yeah, but drive when I have to pick you up, I think, oh, here we go.
It is a bit annoying. It is a bit annoying, isn't it? Yeah, did they say why if your bin is just even slightly cracked open, they refuse to take it?
There's a few reasons.
Go on.
The actual machine itself won't take it.
What, because it's got moral...
Because when it starts picking it up, it might start letting loose and then glass and everything might spray everywhere.
Okay, right. That's
also, as well, in Oldham Council, fair play to the Oldham boys, they can see if there's a crack in your bin and they'll order you a new one.
Well, I need a new bin. My blue bin's got a dodgy attachment area. Can you not get a new one?
I can't.
Can you help me out? Did you do my house?
I did Oldham.
Oh yeah.
I said Oldham 3 or 4 times.
Sorry, yeah.
Did Stocky. Okay.
So what did you get from the radio then? For the radio.
Well, I was up nice and early, so that was training.
Right.
I got great pieces with them about what's it like being a bin man.
Yeah.
Any advice to get up early? Taught me about that.
What did they say?
A lot of them said coffee.
Go to bed early.
Go to bed early was.
It's a classic,
key.
isn't it?
It was key.
Yeah. Work out when you need to get up and go to bed 8 hours before that.
Yeah.
Classic.
I think Bin Diesel copied Wayne's, aka Dick Leg's answer there.
Yeah.
But I just love the camaraderie.
Yeah. What time do they finish work?
4 p.m. So the start.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you work 4 days a week, because you work an intense 4 days.
I thought, well, I've never seen a bin man out past midday.
Because we're in the bloody... We'll be in the first bits. There'll be people out in the sticks
So
that get their bins done a bit later.
So, does each council only have one set of bin men?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because I imagined it that it was just done by like 3 or 4 streets worth at a time. Because the bin lorry isn't that big. So how often are they having to dump it off and come back?
They reckon for the glass bin day, it'll be halfway during the shift. They'll have to go back. However, for a general waste, when we're all just ditching who knows what, that's about 4 or 5 times you have to go and unload.
And where... Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. So there's a lot to think about. But I think it's like this. Stockport, we glass bins 1 week.
Yeah.
And for those 4 days, they'll attack the same group, 8 different wagons, different parts of the region. So they'll do lots on Monday, lots on Tuesday. Then week after, it's general waste. Blah, 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 blah.
I get it.
If, so they've got now new technology on the bins that spot if your bin is out or not of your garden. Do you know what people complain and go, oh, they didn't take my bin?
Yeah.
Well, now they've got evidence. So they might turn around to you, go, send you a little note saying, oh, wasn't out in time. What are you going to do about it?
I often have to sprint out when I hear the bin in the morning because I've forgotten.
Yeah.
But they're usually really good and they usually let me do it.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
On the road a bit. I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry.
Did you do your black bin today?
Yeah. Clear. I've got 2 black bins. You can just buy another one. Did you know that? Just go on the website, buy one £40, 2 bins.
Is your bin routine a flat heap and just lob it all in a...
Lob it all in just a big old thing. I've always loved, because I've never really had the issue with the bins in my life. I've always just been in a big old pot where you have to just throw stuff in there. So it's been fantastic for me. That's where I found my keyboard, for example.
Nice.
The bins are great.
I still remember the code from the bin room in my old flat in town, and when I need to get rid of loads of stuff, just drive there and put the code in, dump it in there.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it fucking illegal?
Fly tipping, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, but it's not fly tipping, because what am I flying it into? A bin? Right, anyway, I'm starving, so it's time for one of the biggest games ever in 9 out of 10 Club World Cup history.
Oh, that's definitely 9 out of 10. Definitely. Oh, that is sensational! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10.
So it's the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup. It is duck versus chicken. And when I say chicken, I mean jerk chicken. And when I say duck, I mean duck crispy pancakes. What's happened here is the food came straight out. We were so hungry, we've legit just dived straight in. A whole feast of great food. The duck spring rolls have come out.
Dom's here, by the way.
Dom's brought it all. Thank you, Dom.
Oh, yeah.
We have got jerk chicken in the middle of the table from Rita Raines. This is from the Little Yang Sing, so both great options for the two that are going head to head together. Give me this one at hoisin sauce. Can I have some of the spring onions as well? We devoured what has been a delicious meal, but I think probably the best matchup so far.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. It's not even close, I'm afraid.
No.
In theory, on paper, I thought this might be a tough one. And these are both excellent examples of both of these foods, so I'm not dissing the restaurants themselves or praising the restaurant. These are very, very good versions of both. The duck in pancakes is a clear, far winner. It is an exceptional food. One of the most unique tastes, one of the best flavours, the greatest combination of textures and flavours, saltiness, sweetness of the sauce, the sort of acidity and freshness of the onion and the cucumber. It's perfect. The duck is by far the winner for me. By far.
Really?
Can't even get anywhere near it, to be honest, with anything else.
It is a big matchup for the ages. I've enjoyed all of it. I do think one thing that sets them all apart is the hoisin sauce. Dom's devouring it as we speak. Hoisin sauce on it. Let me just show you this. We got a box of jerk chicken, which came with the rice and coleslaw. This is from Rita Raines. Absolutely brilliant. They're at Piccadilly Gardens, little market space there. It is good jerk chicken, but it's not. I think what we've done here, it's not on the bone. It's kind of mixing with other bits here. I'm worried that we've not shown the best of the jerk itself.
Yeah, that didn't blow me away. It's just like chicken in a box. But this duck is like crispy and a bit fatty and...
Ethan?
Well, we got some, Joe. Some salt and pepper chips for this. which have really stole the show.
Really? Is that your
You
favourite?
might be right, you know. Are they in the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup?
No.
How's that
Salt and I don't think we brought salt and pepper chips in. We just sort of brought salt and pepper ribs in, if you remember
Yeah,
that.
that was it, yeah.
Well,
They were the best salt and pepper chips I've had in ages.
well, that's one of the greatest mistakes we've ever made. And if there's ever an opportunity for a wild card, it's coming in.
Really?
And
they were that good?
They were fantastic. And what I'm saying here is the jerk chicken is from that Rita Reigns show that
Yeah, they were lovely
used-
to us that time.
I used to, secretly have. And you used
Secretly,
to get
my
annoyed
arse
from
used
me.
to come in and just bring it in and
Reeking
never
of
used
the
to even
stuff.
give it to us.
You used to not like being left out with that. But for this particular competition, the duck is fantastic, isn't it? It's in for me. I don't even want to give you the drama. It's a mighty clash, but there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
What have the patrons and what have Instagram said?
61% duck and pancakes on the Patreon. It's a winner there. And in terms of the Instagram, which again is just the overflow vote if we need it, 63% duck and pancakes. It's through. It's a whitewash. Have you gone?
I would go duck and pancakes as well.
I mean, Dom,
Yeah.
Oh,
unbelievable.
That
food.
particular one, the hoisin sauce, it tastes like. Can you make homemade hoisin sauce?
I don't know.
assume you can. It's quite good.
can we tell Joe about what I think might be the biggest game changer of the 9 out of 10 Club we've done so far? Do you know what I'm going to bring up?
What?
Last week's chicken shawarma.
Oh,
You would have liked that.
Was it good?
It was probably the best
Yeah.
chicken shawarma we've ever
Where
had.
was it from?
From a place in Cheetah Mill. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was a fantastic.
And I think that might be the only thing so far we've had that could win the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup over duck and pancakes.
Wow.
Really.
Have you tried hoisin sauce on the jerk chicken, or is that some kind of weird?
You can do that if you want, mate, and knock yourself out there.
It's like my day out
So
of
there
the
you go.
centre.
Duck and pancakes is through to the next round of the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup jerk chicken. Cast aside there.
And next week, the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup, we're entering our final stages right now. We have got lasagna versus Nando's Fino Pitta, which is an absolute
What a thing we're doing.
battle of the ages. Who knows what will make it to the next
Here.
round?
Is that the last one of this round?
Oh no, we've got still to come Napoleon Pizza versus Terry's Chocolate Orange,
Yeah.
Yorkshire Pudding versus Reese's Pieces, and then the final game is when Max Smith brings in a whole chicken to take on lamb curry in brackets general.
Oh, wow, that's going to be good.
So we've got 4 left.
I think we can try and do them over 2 episodes.
Yeah, let's try it because I think we can all agree it's dragging a bit, isn't it? So we'll fly through it and we'll see who gets to the final.
Unbelievable. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you go over to the Patreon if you haven't already. Thank you, Dom.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Dom.
Thank you, Ethan.
Speak to you much.
Hello, bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Wait, Ethan.
ta-ra.